අරහත් අනුරුතු සෑයේ රන්වන් කොත දිලිසේ නභෝ ගර්භයේ සිව්දිකින් වඩින මහා සඟ සයුරේ රශ්මියයි මෙලෙස පැතිරී යන්නේ දෙව්සිරින් මහසෑයේ අහස් තලේ සක්බෙර නත දසතම පැතිරෙන්නේ සම්බුදු සසුනට තවත් සඳකි පායන්නේ පින්කෙත සරු කරනට මං පෙත හෙළිවන්නේ නිපදව පින් කඳ සිත් තුළ මතු වී එන්නේ අනුරුතු සෑරජු තුන් ලොවෙහිම බැබලෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී අරහත් අනුරුතු සෑයේ රන්වන් කොත දිලිසේ නභෝ ගර්භයේ
May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Sangha. The Sangha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. The Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta Chakkavalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajasa Sunantu Saggamokhadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang badanta. May all divine beings arrive here to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, we have got a golden opportunity to be born at a time when a supremely enlightened one is available in the world, arisen in the world. After 2560 years ago, the Supreme Buddha passed away. But we have the sense of the Supreme Buddha. But there were times that the Buddhas have passed away millions and trillions years back, coppers back. But our Buddha, the Gautama Buddha, passed away 2500 years ago. Therefore, we have all the Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. That is a great thing for all of us. Meritorious devotees, even though we have taken refuge in the Triple Gem, we cannot detach from our detach from sensual pleasures and various sensual luxurious objects, because we do not understand the reality of them. What is reality? Anicca. Almost all the things, compounded things, made up of cause and effect, are conditioned to decay, conditioned to get destroyed. But we do not understand this reality and we tend to like them. We tend to get attached to them. We tend to have lust for them. Due to that, we have to suffer. We are suffering due to that. So when we come to an end in our life, we cannot actually detach from the things. Things in the sense, on the one hand, people, persons, individuals. On the other hand, objects. So we cannot detach from them. This detachment, as we cannot detach, this attachment always cause for a rebirth. Cause for a rebirth. Rebirth not in a pleasurable plane, but in a displeasurable plane, like hell and animal plane, ghost plane, asura world. Multitude of people tend to be born in these four hells due to their inability to detach from this sensual world. As an example, we can say, and you all witness this yourself, some of your elderly persons, before they are dying, they talk various things that earlier on they did not talk about. Sometimes now they are attached to furniture. Sometimes they are attached to four corners of the plot of the land. Sometimes they are attached to the house. Sometimes they are attached to relations. They are kith and skins, and they are granddaughters, grandsons. You understand? Therefore, they are attached. This attachment is very, very dangerous. They cannot actually be born in a pleasurable plane due to this. But they were practicing Dhamma. They were practicing Dhamma very well. Sometimes they have offered big plot of lands to the Buddha Sasana. Sometimes they have built up pagodas. Sometimes they have built up full temples. But now, at the end of their life, they are unable to detach. They are unable to get rid of the lust to or craving to these worldly things. What is the reason for this? The reason is they have not fully understood the three signata in the world. That is anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering or unsatisfactoriness, anatta, soullessness or unsubstantiality. Dhamma friends, by the time they are attached, their mind is narrow. Now this narrow mind, completely detrimental to us. It is not congenial, it is detrimental. Narrow mind. How can we broaden this narrow mind? In order to do so, we have to develop our mind. That is why Buddha says, the forerunner of everything is the mind. Mind is the forerunner of everything. So mind, if we are unable to develop our mind, we have to be born in unpleasurable plane. We have to be born in a down plane. We cannot go up. We cannot go to a state of high plane. What is the betterment of be born in a higher place, like heaven? When we are born in a place like heaven, we get the opportunity to listen to sublime Dhamma and associate noble friends. There are noble deities who have attained first stage of sainthood, second stage of sainthood, third stage of sainthood, so on, Sakadagami and Anagami. They will be born in Brahma world. After that, they will not come to this sensual world, and they will attain Nibbana there itself. So that is the benefit of that. So meritorious devotees, in order to do so, we have to have a broad mind. Majority of the people possess narrow mind. Very, they have attached to trivial things. Right? For example, they have attached to the plot of land. Sometimes as long as they have attached to the plot of land, most probably they can be born in the plot of the land itself, either as a ghost or a Bhairava, dwarf. So very, very sad situation, because after that, for a long period of time, they have to suffer in the plot of the land itself. So that is a dangerous situation. So our people don't understand. Till their end of the life, they are especially getting attached to these plot of the land, four corners of the land. Now they are about to die, on the verge of death, on the deathbed now, but still they are talking about their furniture, or their jewelry, or their clothes, or their money, or their wealth, or their properties. This is a very sad situation. Now you listen very carefully. Where is your stand? Where do you stand in this regard? Even now you may be thinking like that. Your education, your knowledge, your wealth, your other various, worldly things have nothing to do when you are actually facing death, because you have to leave them in the lurch and leave them behind, and you have to go. Now, when you are thinking about the plot of the land, simultaneously you can think of the Supreme Buddha's qualities and concentrate on the Buddha's qualities. That is called Buddha Anussati. Then you can concentrate on the noble Sangha, the qualities of the Sangha, and you can concentrate on how to be born in the heaven. That is called, what are the qualities to be developed, to be born in the heaven? Devatanussati. And then you can concentrate on what is called breathing in, breathing air, anapanasati. And you can concentrate on the death, maranasati. And you can concentrate on the repulsiveness of the body, kayagata sati. So when you do these samatha meditations, what happens? Your mind become broad, mind become broader, mind become broader, mind becomes broader. By the time if you die, you will not be born in an unpleasurable plane. Definitely you will be born in a pleasurable plane. You have developed a broad mind. And sometimes you can use what is called insight meditation. That is vipassana. Now vipassana meditation is concentrate on the nature of the world. So anicca, dukkha, anatta. So this I is impermanent. If something is impermanent, that is suffering. If something is suffering, that is soulless. So like that you can concentrate on that. Instead of concentrating, instead of thinking of these sensual pleasures and worldly things like plot of the land and four corners of the land and furniture, jewelry and other things and other individuals, you can think of these noble and magnanimous and what is called very, very important high thoughts. Now some people are there, they are thinking always, the husband is thinking about the wife. Some parents are there, dominant thinking is about children. Some children are there thinking about the spouses. Now they are not broad ones, narrow. So mind is very narrow. That is why we are still suffering and going or circling in the samsara, going round and round in samsara. Due to this narrow mind, how can we broaden our mind? By cultivating Dhamma. That is, we have to study Dhamma. We have to practice Dhamma. First and foremost, we have to take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly. When we take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly, our mind becomes broader. That is why Buddha said, Yekeci buddhang saranang gatase nate gamissanti apayam. So if you take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly, you will not be born in the hell. So once mind is broader, he or she will not be born in a narrow place, down place, what is called unpleasurable place. Now, you having understood this Dhamma, you must try to be always vigilant, to be vigilant about your mind. Because unfortunately sometimes you may have done lot of meritorious activities, but at the end of the life, due to your mind's narrowness, you will be born in an unpleasurable plane. Now for example, King or Emperor Asoka, having done lot of meritorious activities, 84,000 shrines were built up under the patronage of him. Finally, his mind became narrow by remembering the war between his country and the Kalinga Desha. Then what happened? Unfortunately, the emperor had to be born as a python, ghost python. Fortunately, Arahat Mahinda Thero saw this and instructed this ghost to change his place and instructed him. And finally, he was born in Sri Lanka, and he ordained. His name was Kujjatissa, and finally he attained arahantship and passed away. But who is there to rescue us if we are born in that kind of poor place? Therefore, meritorious devotees, you may have various, kind of things to be proud of because of your education, because of your clan, because of your caste, because of your richness, because of your wealth, property. You may be very proud of. You have pride, but that pride will not make your mind broader. What is made your mind broader is Dhamma. Dhamma. Therefore, you have to practice Dhamma. You have to concentrate on Dhamma. You have to read Dhamma. You have to remember Dhamma. You have to always speak about Dhamma. You have to be mindful about the Dhamma. Then your mind will be broader. So if you are attached to the sensual pleasures and worldly things and individuals, your mind will be narrow. Then it becomes narrower, and ultimately you will not be born in a pleasurable plane, and you have to suffer due to that for a lengthy period of time, eons and eons of time. Very few people are able to broaden one's mind, their mind. So you try to broaden your mind as much as possible. So when you are concentrating on the Buddha, when you reflect on the qualities of the Buddha, therefore always think about the Supremely Enlightened One. When you get up early in the morning, on the bed itself, reflect on the Supremely Enlightened One, the 9 qualities at least. Arahan Samma Sambuddha Vijjacharana Sampanna, Sugata Lokavidu, Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati, Satta Deva Manussanam Buddho Bhagavati. You have to get English meaning or Sinhala meaning. Whatever meaning you have to study and remember the meaning with the quality. Araham. What is meant by Araham? The Supremely Enlightened One does not do evil even in secrecy. So you have to think of that. And there are some people, they have a kind of pride or proud. They are proud, and they tend to think we know some deep teachings. We know Samanta Patthana, we know Patthana, we know dependent origination, like that. We know Abhidhamma. So we have various your mana, the pride. Now, due to that, you cannot take refuge in the triple gem. So, this is the most important thing is taking refuge in the triple gem. We must actually know deeper teachings. But first and foremost, we must be able to reflect on the teacher who taught us these things. So, that is what is called gratitude, paying gratitude. Without paying gratitude to the teacher, you will never understand Dhamma of the teacher. Therefore, paying gratitude of the teacher is realized by reflecting on the 9 qualities of the Buddha always, 6 qualities of the Dhamma always, 9 qualities of the Sangha always. Without thinking of some individuals, think about Sariputta Thero, the Arahant Sariputta, Arahant Moggallana, Arahant Mahakassapa, Arahant Anuruddha, Arahant Ananda, Arahant Sivali, Arahant Mahamahinda Thero who brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka. So, without wasting time, this is the only time that we have opportunity to remember this greatest person ever born to this world, who detached from the world. We are talking about theoreticians, philosophers, beauticians, artists, and various wealthy people, but we never talk about the highest person who were born to this world, the Arahants. Therefore, meritorious devotees, today in this Dhamma sermon, I wanted to emphasize to you how to make our mind develop, how to make our mind broader, how to get rid of narrow mind, because it is essential for us to comprehend the Dhamma and to be born in a higher place. Therefore, may you all be able to broaden your minds in terms of the sublime Dhamma of the Supremely Enlightened One, and try to comprehend the sublime Dhamma within the regime of Gautama Buddha Sasana. May the Noble Triple Gem bless with you all. Akasatta ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Buddha Sasanang. Akasatta ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Buddha Desanang. Akasatta ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Tang Sada. May you all be well and happy.